Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Dragonmark Symphony here on Natural One Media. My name is Dylan. I am here with my friends, most of my friends. Um, we are forgive any technical difficulties that might show up here. We're kind of switching around some of the hosting duties for today, but we're gonna try to pick up right back where we left off last month, in relation to our party. Uh, Now, you all recall the extremely important events of the previous session, I'm sure. Not a
Um,
trick question.
I remember some stuff because I wrote notes down.
I remember that our group reunited and that we leveled up and got a long rest.
Your group did a
Yeah.
lot more than just reunite.
Well, we met Olean.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right. You
that's
met
right.
Olean, who, as we all recall, is the ancient great pine tree.
Yes.
He is a high druid and considered a leader of the Wardens of the Wood. You had come to these woods north of the City of Passage, um, attempting to find out more about this supposed cult of the Emerald Claw that was causing a lot of problems for the druids that presided in these woods, who in turn were taking out their frustrations on City of Passage for not trying to do more to intervene. You had traveled into the woods, and managed to communicate with these druids, but not before stumbling upon a uh, sort of what appears to be a ceremony or a ritual of sorts that was seemingly nefarious.
We found out was quite nefarious.
Yeah, and you, thanks to some quick thinking by Set, some quick action, uh, it was interrupted, and definitely did not succeed in any way. That could become a problem in the future. Uh, the group was briefly sort of split off from each other, Set separated from the rest of the group. Um, but then Set, you got reunited with an old buddy of yours who filled you in
Yes.
on some important information, and sort of gave you some key info on some people that might be looking out for you in the future, and then went on their way, uh, recommending that you return back to the city as soon as you can. Uh, in the meantime, you were able to reunite with your friends. You were introduced to Oleon, uh, seemingly deep below the ground in this sort of druid like grove. Um, he spoke to you very deeply about the situation with the moons. The moons of Eberron seem to have been interfered with in some way. There's some sort of tampering going on with the position of the moons relative to the seasons of the year, which
Mhm.
suggests some sort of nefarious plan as well. And Olean confirmed that there is intent by the Order of the Emerald Claw to uh, not necessarily resurrect something, but to conjure something or
Something
someone into the world that
like a
was going
being
to,
of war.
yes,
I
to aid in
remember.
their plan as being of great war. And they spoke of a sea of red, which
And
some of
that
you have
war
heard about before.
and that war also managed happened to be the moon that it was not supposed to be but was.
Correct. The moon has been transitioned in some way where now it is reflective of the moon of war as opposed to the moon that it should be. A lot of ill omens that seem to point towards this great upcoming war, possibly. But the full motive of the cult isn't yet entirely clear. Uh,
Yes.
you all finished speaking with Olean, who intends to stay in the grove for their protection. They believe they are actively being hunted. Um, and this is partially because the Summer King is believed to be dead as well, which was very strange to hear for one member of your party, Silva. who has pretty direct ties to the Summer King. There was talk of a mysterious figure known as the Autumn Queen, who is not a existing established part of the fairy court, but is possibly trying to gain position within the court from the outside. And as you all left Oleon and returned back to the sort of larger grove area, coming out of the waterfall, you saw that many of the druids that had been in the surrounding area now lay dead. Blood, large swaths of blood stains all over the grove, across the trees, bodies laying everywhere. And one of the druids that had accompanied you revealed themselves to not be as they claimed to be. And Set very quickly recognized that this person, as opposed to being a druid of this grove, perhaps had more connections to them specifically.
Yes.
And as that happened, they began to grow in size. Their body literally shifted, growing more feral and animal-like, sharp claws protruding from their fingers, fangs bared, face becoming more lion-like as they grew, their muscles expanding, and let out this horrifying roar of bloodlust. And so that is where we left off. But as this transformation happens, an important thing to note is that the grove around you begins to transform as well. The very air seems to become thicker and tinged with a deep red. You see particles of light that sort of dance all around you. The smell of like a burning smoke begins to fill your lungs, though you know you're not breathing in any smoke at all. And
That's not good.
As you bunch of things around. My window. I love when windows do. There we go.
Yay.
as you look around, from behind you, the very earth itself grows and changes. Where there was this enormous waterfall, the water sort of thrashes and shifts, folds in on itself, and twists before it suddenly hardens and sort of morphs into this like orb, this massive cracked orb of obsidian with an enormous stone crescent that forms up around it. The water fades away, drifts out of sight, and the wall in behind it, the rock seems to form over like a protective barrier that locks everything away. So that there is now just like this enormous altar of stone with a crescent moon shape, this rock of obsidian that was once the waterfall curled up into it, and just like swaths of blood at its base. The fiend who stood by you, teeth bared, lets out this horrible, horrible roar as we move you all over. Here we go.
Oh.
And I'm going to zoom us in a little bit. I gotta make sure the stream camera looks good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you see this like enormous obsidian orb that is formed up at the top here. You all are currently down here below. You can take this moment to reposition yourselves if you want to kind of readjust where your current position is. Let
And
me
this is
see.
this is
Yes, I have. Let me see if I can. Wonder if it's because it's the viewer that you can't see them. But they should have labels. Got labels on every. Gotta make sure so that they all can. Uh, whoop.
labels. I love using Roll20.
I'm not sure. Do you guys see labels on any of your characters?
I see it on mine.
I see mine.
Okay. Yeah, so it might just be the viewer specifically that is not seeing labels, which would be interesting. I'm not
Oh, I
sure
should
what
fix
the
my
reason
name.
would be for that. Hmm. Is I unfortunately don't know what's causing that, but we can't dwell on it. So
Yeah, that's right.
we have, of course, have Silva here. Got Set. We have Chris, the paladin who has joined the group recently. We have Johannes. And then here we have Leo, the shifter of bloodlust.
Leo.
The official
Leo.
title.
Leo.
I gotta get the title like that.
We need to get. That music going. Okay.
I hear it.
Is everybody where they want to be?
I'm gonna go right there.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay. I get +7. I got 16.
Why did that roll so far? Jeez.
I got a 10.
All right, just a moment. Hold on to those numbers.
It's locked in. It's locked in my brain.
All right, Johannes, you said 16.
Yep.
Chris, we got a 10 from you. Yeah.
And a 10 one today.
Yeah. And a heart. Everything. Okay.
So yes for me, dog.
All right, Set, what do you got?
I was still muted. My bad. 17.
17
I
from
won.
Set. I won.
I won.
I'm not supposed to win. Let me see the script.
Yeah.
Silva's got a +5. Dang. God damn. Got a 23.
Jesus. Holy.
I know.
How is she so fast?
She's just built
Quick
like that.
and nimble.
She's just built like that. All right. And then Leo got a 21.
I still wish I could.
Gross.
I still wish I could make my own Roll20 audio louder.
Do you need the music?
Hear yourself better.
No, you're fine. I don't want you to mess around with it too. I was just like, I wish I could like crank it, jam out.
All right. We have our initiative. So Silva's actually going to go first. Powered by me. She is going to immediately seeing the danger that is here. She is going to want to immediately disorient this guy as soon as she can. So she is going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh.
I'm actually going to move her up a bit. Yeah, she's going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Kumo. What are you doing? Come here.
He's going to need to make a Wisdom saving throw. Oh, and he did not do well.
No. Let's go.
He is immediately disoriented as these like horrible, strange, like discordant voices start like flying through his head. Unable to understand and comprehend what's going on, he is going to take 3d6 psychic damage. Okay, so right off the bat, that is 15 points of damage he just took. And he needs to immediately use distraction, move as far as its speed allowed away from you. Yes. So in addition to that, he's just kind of like swiping at his own head, trying to figure out what's going on. And he is going to move himself back all the way back up into this corner now.
Outward.
Oh, come on.
I can't move him any further because there's a ledge here. He would just like fall off the cliff and seriously hurt himself.
Oh, this is a
Hey, I
mean,
I know
That's
y'all would I know y'all would be thrilled about that.
I mean.
How good is self-preservation, anyways? Who needs it?
I understand that'd be amazing if he just did that, but unfortunately the
One
spell
spell off a cliff.
the spell specifically states that the creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground such as a fire or a pit. So the rules is the rules. You have to take what we've got you for now. Okay. And then what do we want to have Silva do for a bonus action? Yeah, we're gonna have her go ahead. She's not messing around. Silva immediately recognizes this as a threat. Also recognizes that you recognized the person. Technically, you were the first person to say their name. So she is just like, all right, no messing around. It's time to be serious. She is going to start a blade song for herself, which is going to give her a +3 bonus to her AC. Her walking speed is going to increase by another 10 feet. She's going to have advantage on acrobatics checks, and she's going to gain a +3 bonus to any con saving throws she has to make in order to maintain her concentration on a spell. So she is all set up. Okay. And that is going to end her turn. That is going to lead us to Leo. So Leo's forced to move back, but now he is back in full control. He is going to. He's not happy about that. And he's got his eyes on the prize. Uh, he is going to immediately run. Gonna go bump, bump. He's gonna run over and he's going to attempt to grapple Set.
He provokes an attack of opportunity that way from Chris.
That is true.
Right.
So Chris, go ahead and roll for your attack. You're gonna be able to get a hit in on him while he's running past. I'm actually gonna move him back here just in case.
20 total.
20 total.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll break his AC. So go ahead and roll for your damage. Damage is 10. Nice. Another 10 points of damage.
Do you have anything like Sentinel or anything like that?
Any what?
Any feats that like impose any additional effects on a bonus?
Nah, see, that'd be smart. That'd be a good way to build a character.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nah.
I roll to hit. I hit. I do damage. That's it. That's kind of how I'm playing right now too. Yeah. Hey, I haven't died yet.
No, at least not during opportunity attacks. There's nothing I have.
Gotcha. Yes, hello, Merlin.
He keeps grabbing you. It's very cute.
That's been his thing. He's like, hey,
Grab.
give me attention.
My brother just got a pet bird. It's squawking its head off in the other room. It's too quiet for you guys to hear, but it's adorable.
All right, so Chris, you get in a quick hit on Leo. You see him take the hit and just kind of keep running, eyes completely focused in on Set. He is going to still go for that grapple attempt on Set. So these are going to be contested strength.
Just a straight up and down strength.
Yes.
Okay, well, he succeeds.
I don't know. What did you roll?
A 2.
Okay. I was going to say, because he didn't roll super high himself.
No, I don't have any modifiers to my strength. It's a straight up and down strength roll.
Yeah.
So
I get you. Yeah. So in that case, he is going to grab you up into his arms, and I'm going to throw my mouse off the desk. And he is going to lift you up into the air in your arms. You are now under the grappled condition.
add active conditions. Grappled. My speed is 0.
Yep. And you're also going to have disadvantage on any of your attack rolls.
Against any target other than the grappler.
Yes.
Which, considering he's currently the only enemy, the only person that we're engaged in combat with, that's not a problem.
All right. So he has grappled you. And for his bonus action, because I'm a horrible person, he extends his jaw. The mouth opens up wide. You see the jaw dislocate slightly. As he has these like canine or more feline, I'd say, lion, like a full lion's teeth, including, somewhat large fangs. But as he opens his mouth and extends it, another set of fangs, like a viper, unfolds from the roof of the mouth and protrudes outward, and you see beads of venom drip off of them, as he is going to attempt to bite down on you.
Oh.
So he is going to make an attack roll against you. And that's honestly only a 12.
My AC
Oh.
is 17.
Okay, so you're actually, despite being in the grappled condition, you still manage to just narrowly avoid. He tries to go for the base of your neck, just manage to pull yourself out of the way. But you don't know how long your luck is going to last in that regard. All right, so with you clutched in his arms, that is going to end his turn for now. Next up is you, Set. You are
Yeah.
next in line. Johannes, you'll be on deck.
Okay.
So I am seeing the venomed fangs coming out of his mouth go, fuck this, and I will
Fair.
become enshrouded in mist,
Oh.
and I will vanish from his arms, and I will appear over here next to Chris.
I need to take a look at the rules on this.
It is
You are
verbal
doing Misty
only.
Step, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
verbal,
casting
that's-
Misty's.
Yep. I was looking for the components. Yeah, it's verbal
Yep.
only.
It is verbal only. That is
Yep.
why I was like, hell yeah.
You sneak. All right.
Yeah. It was in fact fuck this.
It was in fact fuck this. No, yeah. He goes to bite down. You manage to just pull out of the way. You disappear. Kind of looking around for where you've gone. You've vanished, reappeared right next to Chris. Chris, you suddenly see this person who you only just met today magically reappear right next to you. Set, what do you do next?
I am then going to pull out my short bow and just take a shot at him.
Nice.
All right, roll for that attack. And make sure to take yourself out of that grappled condition as well.
All right, that's a 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, all right.
Yep. Go ahead and roll for the attack. The damage.
11 points of damage.
All right, we just furiously scribble that down. Yes, so you aim. Is there like a specific part of him that you aim for?
Here's a good question. Does he like turn around to like snarl after?
He's in this moment with the speed at which this is happening, because this is over the course of 6 seconds. So you disappear from his arms, you reappear over by Chris. He's still like in the process of like looking around to find where you've gone to.
I will I'll go, hey, to get him to look at me, and I will immediately loose the arrow directly into his mouth.
He like snaps the arrow, snaps the bolt, rips it from his mouth, blood spewing everywhere. The viper fangs like semi-rapidly like moving in and out. Because I just refuse to make normal enemies. He thrashes about, taking even more damage. He is very angry.
Yeah. So just as a clarifying question to see if I can do more damage to him.
Mhm.
That wouldn't count as a sneak attack, correct?
No. Not that one.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
That is my turn.
All right. And then that is going to get us to should be Johannes. Yes. Johannes, it is now your
Me.
turn. Chris is on deck.
All right. So each one of these squares is 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna walk up, nice and slow,
Just
as
stroll
Duri's
up.
distracted. Yeah. Pull out my scimitar, and then because I have rakish audacity as a swashbuckler, I get to
Oh
make a sneak
yeah.
attack check because nothing else is within 5 feet.
Okay.
So I am going to try to swing my scimitar and hit him. Oh, this is 6 hit.
No, as a matter of
Dang
fact.
it. Um,
I mean, it's a boss battle, so I'm gonna say no.
yeah, I think that'll be I think that'll make sense. Okay, so since that didn't work, I'm gonna in like a similar motion as I like walk up and like swing, I'm gonna like dash out of the way and use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move over. So that's 1, 2, 3,
He
4. I'm gonna move over
disengaged. He does
here.
not
So
get an opportunity attack
he's
because of that. Yep, move
I'm
right
gonna move
over
over here,
there.
so he is surrounded, and that'll end my turn.
All right.
And I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, Chris. It is now your turn.
All right. He's going down. I move into attack stance. You are done ignoring me. And I hit him. Try to.
And
Right.
I hit
What
him.
what are you hitting him with?
With a 13 short sword.
Gotcha. All right, you rolled. That was a 13 to hit.
Yes.
You swing the sword, and he manages to catch it with one of his hands and just kind of like shoves it aside. Not good enough to hit, unfortunately.
Then I try again.
All right. Doing a second attack, same weapon.
Yes, same weapon.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
20 total.
All right. That is going to hit. He shoves the sword to the side. You just go, nuh-uh, and you bring the sword back up again, this time catching the arm before it pulls back fully, slicing into it. Go ahead and roll for your damage.
Damage on the sword is 7. And
Okay.
then I would like to augment that with Divine Smite.
Right. I fight for my friends.
Is he by chance a fiend or undead?
So I realized this the second I said it. At the start of this session, I described him as a fiend. I meant that more in like the 1960s cartoon villain type thing. He is not.
I thought so.
He is not literally a fiend. Unfortunately, he's not
Okay.
a fiend or undead.
That's fine. All is good. And we'll add on another 4 radiant damage on top of that.
Nice.
But wait, there's more. After doing that, I am going to use Inspiring Smite, which is just using one of my channel divinities to distribute 2d8 plus 8 temporary hit points to creatures of my choice within 30 feet, which is pretty much everybody.
Okay.
Give me-
Do you roll that or do they roll there? Because I
think
thought it
it's
was
me.
you roll and then you give to everybody.
I think so, yeah. So I'm going to do
Go ahead and roll that out.
2d8 plus 8. So 18.
All right. We'll make sure when Bennett gets back, we'll make sure he knows. So 18 temp HP. I'm going to add that to Silva here.
2d8 plus 8? Damn.
Yeah.
It was. What's the range on that again? Sorry. Is that going out to everybody?
Within 30 feet
Yeah, so that'll go out to everybody.
of myself.
All right, so 18.
Damn. All right.
I don't do opportunity attacks, but I want to fight.
This is gonna be a fun fight because I really had to like tune this fight knowing like y'all now have a level 8 paladin with you, and it's gonna get a little bonkers. I was really excited for this because I'm like Jade gets to really flex his muscles for this fight.
Finally. All right. That should be good because that was bonus with the spell, double
Mhm.
attacks. We are all good. As an aside, I just realized this myself. when I leveled up, I have what's called the Aura of Protection.
Yes.
Within 10 feet of me at all times, everyone gets a +3 to their saving throws.
Yep.
Ooh. Saving throws, got it.
Can you remind me again how long that lasts?
As far as I know, it's forever.
I think it's just as long as they're within that range, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
But I always have that aura. But yes, yeah, you're right there. Yes.
Bennett, you're gonna go ahead and add 18 temporary hit points to your character, courtesy
Ooh.
of Chris.
Ooh. My hero?
Academia.
I am here.
Ro.
Also, Johannes is just out of that range of your aura, so you do not get the +3 to your saving throw until you move
That
within
is-
10 feet of
That
Chris.
is A-okay. I will keep
Which-
note of that.
Yep.
I also found out because reading your characters a minute before starting the session is a great idea.
Always.
When you start your turn in that aura, you get a +10 to your speed.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, your speed increased by 10 feet.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I got it. Yeah. So I got to keep that in mind for Silva because she's doing the Blade Song, so she already has the +10 that she's added to her speed, and then as long as she's within that aura, she's going to be getting an additional +10.
As long as she
Um,
starts her turn within the aura.
Yeah,
Well,
she's
do you
gotta
want me to
start her
make
turn
a
in that
circle
aura.
around myself?
If you want to like draw a little 10-foot circle around you, you could do so.
I think that works, right? Hard to tell in the grid.
Yeah, I know it's a little tough with the grids.
Starting there should do it. Okay. I think that was good. I think that works.
I'd say it'd technically even be a little bit wider than that, but that'll at least give us kind of a general, that at least touches.
Then there,
all the
+3
stuff
to
that-
any saving throws.
Yeah.
10 feet bonus as well for starting your turn in there or entering it.
Yep.
All right, that's Chris. Buffs on buffs on buffs.
Yes. Okay. So that's gonna take us back to the top of the round. Totally unrelated to anything, Leo is going to take in a deep exhale of that red haze that is sort of surrounding all of us. His eyes begin to glow this sort of like bright red color. And the drool and blood mix that's sort of dripping out of his mouth almost seems to like glow a little bit. Like it's got this like phosphorescent property to it.
Gross.
I refuse to make normal enemies. I won't do it.
I mean, that's the realm we're in, right?
Yep. Okay. Top of the round. We are back to Silva. Silva is going to yeah, she's gonna move in and she's gonna attack with her rapier. She takes out this red ruby like rapier that she had recently acquired. And she is going to strike. She's moving to stab it into Leo's side. Roll for the attack. Oh my god. Going to be, yeah, that's a 23 to hit, which absolutely hits. Gonna get off a 1d8. Yeah, because that's blood. Yeah. So she is going to just, with precision, stab into the side of Leo and then retract. And he's going to take another 9 points of damage. Y'all are feeding into his life points on this.
Yeah, it's what, 45 points of damage so far?
Possibly, let's see, 15, 10, 11, 7.
Yeah, we're level 8. Keep
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah, no, that's closer to 60 HP.
Oh, damn.
He has lost. Then on her bonus action, y'all haven't really taken a lot of hits yet.
I don't
But
think any of us have gotten damage.
no, but you did get grabbed. So she's gonna see you across the way. And she is going to she takes the rapier, she kind of like swings it through the air and allows the blade to reverberate a bit. It's just like whoo, 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 and then taps her fingers along the blade in this sort of like slightly melodic pattern, just like and points it to you and says, "Don't get grabbed again." And she's going to use a bardic inspiration.
Such beautiful lyrics.
So you get a 1d8 inspiration die that you can use for an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Cool.
Right, and she's going to end her turn there. Okay. That is going to make it Leo's turn. Leo sees Chris. You have just slashed into his arm and pelted him with a bunch of damage. He looks at you with a snarl and says, "Hello, holy meat." And he is going to reach down to try to grab you by the throat. This is not a grapple. This is just a straight up attack. Plus. So that's a 19 to hit.
It does hit.
All right. He grabs you by the throat and just sort of like pushes you down into the ground, slams your face down into the earth, and presses on the neck. You can almost feel like your trachea is about to snap. He is hitting you for... That is 13 points of damage on that.
Okay. And a 5 temp hit points.
And you are now prone.
Oh, you got.
That's what I'm saying. And then he is going to... No, I'm gonna have him stay right where he's at. It's a risky move, but I'm gonna have him stay right where he is. If I can land a follow up, that'd be really. Yeah, he's gonna stay right where he's at. Next up, we have. Should be Set. Yeah, Set with Johannes on deck.
Yes. So, seeing this, Set is going to reach into their pouch, pull out a one of their materials, an Eye of Newt, I believe is what the petrified Eye of a Newt.
Yes.
and
Available at your
Just-
local Trader Joe's.
and just go, this might hurt, and cast Hex on Leo.
Hacks?
Hex.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in 2004 for a second.
No. So until the spell ends, I will deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to them at any time that I hit them with an attack. It's just when I hit them with an attack, though.
Right.
Not anyone else. But they also will have disadvantage on an ability check of my choice, which is going to be Strength.
Okay. Very smartly done. So the disadvantage on strength, that is going to be for the duration of the enchantment.
Yes.
And this should be concentration, because we're talking hex.
Concentration up to an hour.
An hour. Okay. On strength.
Yep. And after doing that, while putting the eye away, that will kind of swipe their hand just in front of them, reach out, grab onto the air, and it will coalesce into a rapier that just glows with like a sickly green light.
Ooh.
As they grab onto their packed weapon. And I will step forward and attack with my rapier.
All right, go ahead and roll for your attack.
$23.
23 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
All right, so that's 10 damage on that. Because there's another enemy within 5 feet of him, I get sneak attack damage.
Mm-hmm.
Which is an additional 7 points of damage. Plus
Oh boy.
the hex damage.
Yep.
Which is 6. So 17 points of normal damage, 6 points of necrotic damage.
All
On the
right.
little void.
Good lord, y'all.
And then oh no, I already used my bonus action, so I will stay there.
Okay. He takes those hits, blood continuing to spew from him. As it does, it still has that really strange phosphorus glow to it. He just snarls and yells. He doesn't even form words.
In case it matters, the packed weapon does count as a magical weapon.
Yeah, which will still.
Yeah. Just in case it ends up having any relevance.
All right. Anything else you would like to do on top of that mountain of whoop ass you just enacted?
No, I don't have anything else that I am able to do.
All right. Johannes, that means it is now your turn.
I'm gonna rogue it up as well. Can I use my bonus action to try and hide? from behind while he's focused on the other guys?
Yes, you may.
All right. It's just a stealth check.
Yes.
Or did it just happen? Okay, yeah. 17.
Yep, that'll work.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak up then, and then right behind him, and then try to stab him in the back with my scimitar.
All right.
You get advantage for
Yes.
flanking.
Yep, exactly. You've got Chris on the other side along with Set.
Oh, that fell off the table. Does a 16
Automatic
hit?
fail. Your character dies.
No.
New campaign.
Does a 16?
Oh, bro.
16?
Said 16.
Yes.
That does not hit.
Oh
Oh,
my
that-
god.
That's with
Oh.
advantage?
Yeah.
Damn.
I rolled a 12 and a 2. So
Oofsies. Ouchie mama.
I guess I'll end my turn.
All right. So yeah. So just to keep everybody in check here. So we know a 20 has succeeded, and we know that a 16 has failed. So keep that range in mind.
Yeah, something in there, yeah. Alright, that's it. That's all I can do.
All right. Well, then that means that it is now Chris's turn.
All right. Step 1, stand up.
Yes, you need to get back up. You are currently in prone.
Which I believe is just like has my movement, right?
Yes.
This is a lot better fight when you're not running away like a coward. Let's do it again. Roll to hit, short sword.
Go ahead.
That is a 22.
That will hit.
Go for damage. That is a 9. And then I'm going to add on this time a shining smite. This will take another 2d6 radiant, and then all attacks against it have advantage.
What's the
They
duration
can
on
no
that?
longer be invisible. What's up?
How long does that last for?
Oh, until the spell ends, which is 1 minute. It's a concentration spell though, so I'm locked in.
Okay. Right, so
So
that's
total of
concentration.
15 damage, 6 of it being radiant.
Okay. Get that written down here. Yep, it's another successful slash against Leo, almost blinding him with the radiant light coming off of the blade. He is like thrashing in place, just like absolutely beside himself with anger. All right. Is there anything else that you would like to do on your turn?
It is. It's hit him again with an extra attack.
I kind of figured, but I wanted to ask. Go ahead and roll again.
I appreciate it. So that will be a 20 total to hit.
That hits.
All right, this one's just regular old slashy damage. Nothing too fancy, just 6.
Okay.
Just at 6.
That's a 6.
Just a little poke after everything else.
Just brings your total damage for the round up to 21. It's nothing. It's fine.
I'm realizing what I should have done is I should have taken all of his other tools away and just like given him like 30 AC and worked with that.
That would suck.
Because I gave him a lot of neat toys to work with, but I also gave him like a very reasonable AC.
Then that would be up to the wizards.
And y'all are just
Nothing
laying
I
into
can do
him.
about that.
Yeah. I would not have been able to physically hit him if he had 30 AC. So,
Which is interesting, but you know, something to think about for a later day. Anywho's, so
I'll
that's
end my turn with a taunt.
yes,
That's a show for the ages. One more.
very good, very good. It's definitely like any patience that he had with you was already at 0, and it is now like thoroughly in the negatives. Like you are just the most annoying thing right now, and you are just totally getting in his way. We get to the top of the turn,
I just want to say that entire time I was rolling my d20, just to check.
The pizza
and,
D20?
Mini slices.
I didn't roll higher than a 12 the entire time that you were just talking.
Okay, I
like,
need
that
you to
entire
keep, I need you to keep that energy for the next round here. Okay.
That entire I rolled 5 2s.
Use
I
a
need you-
different D20.
I need you
I
to
don't
keep
have
that
any.
energy for the rest of the round. You're gonna keep that dice, and you're gonna keep
What you're
that
saying
energy.
is it is no longer pizza time.
We gotta use a different.
Pizza
I'll
time.
use this thing to roll it into.
No, you can use the
Maybe
same
just-
dice. That's not, you gotta change that up.
No, he's just rolling it into something different. It's the same die.
11, 4, 5,
Gross.
He should really,
3. Oh my god.
he
what
should
is
really
going on?
save these for
Just
like what's
waited?
about to happen next. Honestly.
Okay. All right. Anyways, your turn. Go
So
for it.
Leo
Let's-
looks at you. He's just taking blow after blow from Chris. Enough of you. Enough of all of you. And he is going to take his great forearms, lift them up in the air. As he does, you see this like almost like these rock-like formations begin to like form on the arms. He brings the forearms up, whispers something under his breath, and then slams the arms down. And he is going to cast Erupting Earth.
He's doing this before Silva gets a turn?
Oh my god, you're right. Silva's first.
Guys, I have.
Okay.
He'll-
I wasn't
he'll
sure if it was
never
like
have a
legendary action
chance.
or something.
Guys, I have bad news. The reason I hadn't rolled higher than a 12 was
Is you.
because I was rolling a d12 and not a d20 this whole time.
That'll probably do it.
That'll help. Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll
do it.
probably.
These are new dice,
man.
okay.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 17 immediately. All right,
What you're
Leo-
saying is you rolled some 12s on a 12 center. That's pretty good.
that's pretty good. It should be a nat 20 actually, retroactively.
Leo is dreaming in his mind's eye of like, this is the move I'm gonna do when it's my turn to go around. And then
Yeah.
Johannes is
So
sitting
good.
right behind him, just like throwing rocks on the ground and being like, "Ah,
Yeah.
dang it, no,
God
no,
come
not
on.
that one." Because it's actually Silva's turn. Marshall would murder me if he found out I skipped his turn. No, it is Silva's turn, and she is going to, once again, rush in and go to just stab him with that rapier. Going right for basically she got him in the rib on the one side, and now she's going in for the exact opposite side. So she's like, I'm gonna take this cave and turn it into a cavern. Essentially, is what she's thinking. She's going to stab again. Fortunately, it's not gonna hit.
She gets advantage.
She does get advantage. Still not gonna hit. That was an even worse roll. Okay. Sensing that she needs to relocate, she is going to move back away. Staying within Chris's aura here, but she is going to move back away. Gonna end her turn right there. Leo raises the forearms. Obsidian rock growing out from the arms in these like spikes. Brings the arms up, slams them into the ground as he casts Erupting Earth. And I need to get my tools out. In a in a 20-foot cube around him.
Oh,
20-foot diameter, or
It is a 20-foot.
if it's just a 20-foot cube, it's only a 4x4.
Yes, 20-foot cube, way smaller.
Unfortunately, they don't give you the tools to just like what I just made, make it smaller.
I continue
Nope.
to find.
Start from the top.
I continue to find Roll20 shape drawing really.
It's fun.
I don't know, like they already have the grid system. Just let me make it a grid. Just
I can do far more effective shapes in goddamn PowerPoint.
Honestly, yeah, you can make better shapes in Paint.
get my clip art out.
No. There we go. Yes. So he casts erupting earth in this 20-foot cube, including himself in it. So everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Who here has? Hang on. Who here has +3 on their saving throws right now?
Or higher.
For Dex?
Everybody.
Oh wait. Everybody should have +3.
Yeah, because everybody's in Curse's
Oh,
aura
yes.
right now, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
I
Dex, you say?
also. Yes, it's Dex, I believe.
Because it's a +3 on all saving throws, correct, Chris? I want to make sure we got this
Correct.
Yep.
Yes, including myself, me and allies.
+3 on everything is crazy. Well, good thing I'm good at Dex.
My deck save was 23.
right.
Mine was just
You
20.
and allies in the aura gain a +3 to saving throws while in the aura.
Mine was 20.
Okay.
So mine becomes a 22.
Are we all good at Dex?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay. That was almost really bad for Silva, but luckily she has a fairly high saving throw modifier.
Oh, good.
So, everyone succeeds, including Leo. Which also means that everybody is going to take half the damage. So,
Also keep in mind you all have
Wait,
18
I take 0 damage because I have evasion. So if I had to make a Dex saving throw to take only half damage, I instead take no damage.
oh. Nine. Set. Do you have evasion as well?
It's a level
No,
8 ability,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do not.
Okay. So
Oh, you just got that then.
So
Yeah.
Johannes, so Johannes, you take 0 damage. Everyone else is going to take 11 points of damage.
Down to 7 temp hit points.
Then I take 6 damage. Okay. Aha, he actually hit me.
Yeah, those 10 hit points are really doing a lot of work for you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was also surprised by how many it was. Bare minimum, it's 10.
All right. And he took another breath at the top of the round. That's 2 rounds now that he's had a breath.
I'm sorry.
He I described it at the beginning of the previous round, but he's like
Yeah.
inhaling, he's like taking in sort of this
In
like
the red mist, yeah.
red mist that's sort of like accrued around all of you. Also, this square, this 20-foot square that we got set up here, this is now difficult terrain.
Does that even affect Silva?
Technically not.
No, not with
He's
flying
going to
speed.
be able to maneuver past it pretty well. But the rest of you are going to want to probably either get out of there, or you can spend the full minute per square trying to clear out the terrain if you really want to.
Whoa, wait! I thought it's just half movement speed through the terrain, right? The
Yes.
difficult terrain.
Yes, and if you want to, you can try to clear out that terrain by hand.
Gotcha.
It's just that doing so takes 1 minute for each 5-foot square portion of the area.
That's wild.
Which is a long time.
That is not an in-combat thing to do.
No.
Yeah. Like I say, if you want to play Minecraft, you can play Minecraft, but just know you're going to be playing it on hard mode.
Gotta get a diamond hoe for that one.
Yep. All right. Set. It is now your turn. Johannes, you are on deck.
Yay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack. Just gonna, take my rapier and stab him with it.
All right, go ahead and roll for the attack.
Okay, so that's a 22 to hit, but I have advantage, so let's see if I get a crit. Definitely not a crit. So 22 to hit. And then roll damage. That is 13 damage. Plus my 2d6 is an additional 4. Plus my 1d6 necrotic damage is another 2 necrotic damage.
So 19 total?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, another massive hit on him. Leo almost ends up like falling down onto one knee before being able to kind of like prop themselves back up. They have several gash wounds across their torso. They are not looking good right now.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Johannes, it is your turn.
Okay. Gotta make sure. Yeah, I got the D20. All right. Do I still have advantage from flanking? Okay.
Well, from
Okay.
flanking, from the Shining Smite, from
Yeah.
we have
Okay,
advantage
yeah,
right
we
now
have a
from
lot of things.
multiple.
Y'all got a lot of bonuses
Choose your
stacked up.
flavor.
I'm gonna try to attack for the first time and hopefully actually get a hit for the first time in this
with an
combat,
actual
so-
D20.
Okay. I'm gonna assume, without even rolling the other one, that a 23 hits.
Yes.
Okay. Or do I
Go ahead
still
and
have
roll
to
to see
roll
if
the
you
other
crit.
one? Do I?
Well,
yeah,
just
yeah.
roll to see if you crit because you take the highest.
Yeah, might
Okay,
as well.
Yeah, no. It's 23. All right. 23 to hit. So I'm gonna hit with a scimitar. Finally, it's gonna like slice open his back.
And then
He's
you
gonna be like,
roll
what the
one
hell?
hit
You
point
were
of
here
damage.
this whole time? Yeah, honestly. 2 actually. So that's 6, and then my sneak attack damage is. I don't want to roll these, so I'm gonna roll that in D20.
Yeah, how many D6 do you get? Holy shit!
Yeah. So 6 plus 21, so that's 27 damage. I
Is
get
the
4
first hit
D.
the last hit?
I had the thing where I realized it as he was saying. He was like, I need to look at. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, yeah.
Sneak attack.
Like I had that realization. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I think
Okay.
legitimately, Chris combined with Johannes and I Chris, hit a creature with a shining smite, we automatically get advantage on all of our attacks for the
Right.
next minute.
You have
Like,
the aura
we can
protection on you.
Fuck them up.
Y'all are in a very
1v1,
good position to
unbeatable.
just wreck house.
We are approaching a balance.
Maybe this ends up being a short session, you know? Maybe this
I
ends up
don't
being a
think
shorter
that's a
session.
balance.
No, I meant like something big is going to be coming our way if we keep going this like this. I fear retribution from
Mm.
The wheels are in motion,
our-
my friend.
our-
I don't think we can stop this
our
wagon.
master dungeon master.
I don't know,
Our
y'all are doing
DPS
real good.
is pretty good.
All
Like,
right,
I'm not even. Yeah.
So I've just been like tripping over my
Anti-paladin
feet this whole
dragon's gonna
time
come
and
in.
like kicking up rocks and like throwing things and just like spitting on the ground, and then I was just like, "Bleh," and then yeah, so 27 damage.
If anyone was watching, they think you are like secret ace in a hole. It's like, oh, they're keeping it back.
He doesn't do anything until the final.
big hit.
He just like waits around before the last hit and then steals all rolls need and all the loot and then wait.
True rogue.
The strikes come in with such quickness and precision that he isn't even able to fully discern what's happening or who's doing it. He thinks it's still Chris, the paladin before him, somehow attacking him. Doesn't even catch that you are just like going in, stabbing, and you are just needling away life. His torso now, I mean, it is just like pouring, like his fur is almost entirely just like red, just from the sheer amount of attacks that he has taken.
Good.
All right. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to Chris.
All right.
Chris, you have
Let's
watched
go.
as your team, your newfound team, has just been moving in like glorious synchronization. Everyone just landing hits left and right. You've got this beast completely surrounded. You feel a sense of pride, like a natural sense of like, this is how it should be. This is what it is.
Glory. Tell me, monster. Any last words? Well said. See what that does. That's a 25. And we'll go with the 25 to hit.
Yeah, I bet.
Let's go with regular old that. And why not hit him? I already got advantage, so we'll hit him with another smite. What flavor of smite, you ask? Why, a thunderous smite.
How we're doing Thunder's Smite.
Actually, no, hold on. Is that like... Oh, Johannes is behind. Never mind, I don't want to do that. There's someone behind him.
Oh. Oh.
I was gonna run. I thought he was behind, like a rock was behind him. I don't want to do that. We'll do guy. We'll
Chris is
do
like, JK.
Just divine smite.
Yeah.
We'll do divine smite. Still smiting, just divinely.
Yep.
Let's throw on an additional 10 onto that.
Yep, and remember, he's not fiend or undead.
Yes, so just a 10.
He's just messed up. And no, really messed up.
And
Y'all
we'll go for
have
one,
really,
hopefully
really
last
doing.
hit, and we'll see what that does. Okay, well that's not great. And that's even less so. All right, well, he lives this round. I got a 15 to hit.
Yes, that is not going to hit. You try to go in for one more strike, and he does manage to just kind of paw it away. Maybe not with the speed before, but still has the strength to back him up. Just kind of paws the blade away, refusing to allow it to find its place.
Fight it to the very end, I see. Very well. And the glory of your death belongs to another. But I will watch.
Anything else on your turn?
All good.
Leo takes in another deep breath of the air around him. And the heavy, ragged breathing, the face, the lion-like face of anger that looks down upon you with these beaded red eyes, turns into a bit of a smile. And he goes, yes. All you can do is watch. And he reels back as we hit the top of the round. And he takes in his third breath.
Uh-oh.
You see something mechanical seems to shift within his body. Like his skeletal structure is like restructuring.
Phase 2.
This happens before Silva's move.
Yes, this is an effect that occurs at the top of the round.
Cool, cool, cool.
He lets out another great roar, but this one sounds almost metallic now. Like it has like auto-tune applied to it. It's weirdly robotic. He grabs his jaws, cracks it, pulls his mouth back fully open, and the viper-like fangs that you were seeing before, they retract, then reemerge, but the roof of his mouth disattaches, and the head of an enormous snake rips out through the mouth of the lion, opening its mouth and bearing these enormous viper fangs. As it does so, the pools of blood that you see all around you, many of them almost begin to sort of lift from the ground, and the excess blood dewing on the ground sort of lifts up through the air and is absorbed into his wounds, and you see many of them begin to heal.
Oh. This guy sucks.
Phase 2.
As his druidic nature fully kicks in, and he regains 48 hit points.
Oh my good. That's who cares, you know.
That's all round.
probably.
As I was going to say, effectively a round of damage.
Hit him with the thunderbolt.
One of the arms sort of like falls limp. He grabs it at the shoulder and with a metallic screech rips the arm off of his body. You see metal joints and connections and braces underneath. He throws it aside, and from the socket flops out a large snake tail that like unrolls out of the socket like a tentacle and thrashes around.
Oh.
I refuse to make normal enemies. You'll never stop me. Set, this is still the top of the round. Honestly, if you want to make any kind of like a history check on this,
Yeah,
I'd say go for it.
I know this person. That doesn't feel like it should be tracking this way. History is a 17.
17. From what you can tell, the arm, you see it now, It's like, okay, the arm that it just ripped off its own body. First of all, wild. Second of all, definitely discolored compared to the rest of the body, which suggests that that is not his original arm. Perhaps it was added on at a future point. The tail-like appendage, you look at how like the structure of the torso almost seems to kind of shift and squirm slightly. And it's a horrifying thought that perhaps the body has been repurposed in such a way that it is now housing this great magical serpent inside of it.
Cool.
Oh.
And Leo is sort of acting as a living cage for this creature that is providing him his druidic power while still alive and fully conscious.
That's insane. Okay.
It's
seeing all this happen, Set will just kind of under their breath go, the house is going to pay for this.
It is Silva's turn. You see something kind of flash along her face. And she says under her breath, "This is sick. We can't hesitate. We need to take this and we need to put this thing down." She is going to, without hesitation, let me make sure I have right. Yeah. She takes the rapier, sheathes it for a moment, and then brings both hands around and just hurls this beam of crackling blue energy straight out at it. This arc of lightning that just like lashes out directly towards Leo. And she is going to make a ranged spell attack. Also, I will note, he did heal. His AC increased by 1. The way y'all have been rolling, that might not end up being a huge deal, but it has happened. And case in point, she does still hit. So she is now going to. This is. Yeah, she's not messing around. She's going to do this at 4th level.
Oh.
A 4th level Witch Bolt, which is going to be 4d12 damage.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah. So she just huge beam of lightning arcs out, smashes into Leo, almost knocks him into this sort of pool of water behind you that is also just like filled with blood. Nearly knocks him over into Johannes and into the pool, smashes up against a rock formation on the side of it. The snake within the mouth just like whipping around and screaming. As he takes 33 points of damage.
Oh.
Just off that hit.
Nice.
Reminder, he healed 48.
I was gonna say, nice heal, nerd.
Square one.
And I need to make sure. Yes. It's in range. Okay. Whew. So she is going to maintain concentration on that. She's going to keep trying to push. She's just going full power mode here. She's going to try to push damage into him every time. And so that is going to bring us to Leo's turn. Leo smashes into the rock and nearly trips on Johannes, but also fully notices Johannes being there now. Leo is going to use the remaining arm that is not a giant snake tail, and he is going to try to grab you, Johannes.
Me?
Yes, we
Me?
already know because of Set that he has disadvantage on strength.
Okay.
He also would have disadvantage because of the fact that he's just using the one. He's not able to use both of his arms now because one of them is turned into a giant snake tail. So it's just gonna be like he has full disadvantage. It unfortunately doesn't stack. That'd be hilarious if you could do like
you
times
have to roll
4
4 dice and pick the lowest.
Yeah.
That would be so
I'll
easy.
take it if the trade-off means that advantage stacks, because we should have like 3 of those.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I have to give you
I'll take that trade-off.
some level of challenge on this because y'all are already like ripping this dude. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be a strength. This is gonna be a strength challenge. He gets disadvantage.
Every fight going forward, there's gonna be like 50 one-on-one.
So Johannes, you're gonna roll for strength as well.
Saving throw?
Nope, just
Alright.
strength check.
Oh, just check. Okay. Well, it's still +1, so. Nat 20.
Yo.
And all you had to do was stop rolling 12s.
You can see it. It's right there. Well, actually, you can't actually, like. Is it going to show? There you go. You can see it.
Now it's pizza time.
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
Wahoo. Yeah, so you're just too nimble, too quick. He goes to reach down to pick you up. You see what he's doing. You're just like, nope, and you just like get out of the way.
I like the idea more of like, since it was a strength check, he
Yeah.
like reaches down and I'm like, like 3 feet tall, and we just like power clash and like
he reaches down. Like, you just like grab onto the palm and just like forcing him back.
Shockwave.
The lightning from Silva's connection to him still crackling around you as you push.
Yeah.
Cinematic as hell. He's still
Alright.
glowing too.
So that is going to be his action. Totally deterred.
Take that. That's what I get for rolling 2s for the first like 5 rolls.
But he
must be
does still
balanced.
have the bonus action.
Oh boy.
No, it was. What were my rules for this? It was D12 plus 2. So it's 2. Okay. He then heals another 10 hit points.
That sucks.
I want to double check my math real quick here, make sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna tell myself that definitely helped him and was super useful. In my heart of hearts as I stare at this hit point total. All right. He is not going to do anything else on his turn. That is going to go to Set. Johannes, you are on deck.
Okay.
Attempting to grapple someone doesn't count as an attack against them, correct?
It would be a grapple attack, if I'm not mistaken, is what it's kind of referred to as, but
Yeah, I'm asking for the purposes of Sentinel. Where it's makes
technically
an
an
attack
unarmed
against a target other than you.
It's it specifies unarmed, right?
Nope, it just makes an attack.
Makes an attack.
The grapple.
Grapple would be an unarmed attack.
Yes.
Well, it's definitely an action.
Yeah, that's why I want to clarify it, because if it is an attack, I can do something before my turn starts.
Okay. This is why it's important to relook up things every once in a while. So typically, if we're talking a grapple, it's going to be done by using an unarmed strike. I would consider that to be an attack. I would say Sentinel works for that. Additionally, even if that wasn't the case, so what I've been doing is I've been doing contesting strength checks for these grapples. Really, with a grapple, I can't remember if this is something that changed in 2024, if it's been like this for all of 5th. I'm just like not remembering in the moment here. It would be a strength or dexterity saving throw that you would be rolling to try to escape the grapple. And I've been having you guys just do flat strength checks this whole time. So either way, I'm going to let you have Sentinel would work in this case. Cool. And for moving forward from here, if he attempts to grapple anyone, you can do a strength or a dexterity saving throw as opposed to the flat strength check, which you should have that. As long as you're in that aura, you're going to have that +3 bonus on because of Chris.
Okay. So when he goes to grapple Johannes, then I will also use my reaction to make an attack of opportunity against him.
Okay.
Which is a 20.
20, which is going to hit.
Okay. And that is for 10 points of damage.
Nice.
Plus, that's still doing damage to him, so that's an additional 5 points of necrotic.
And 5.
Back.
Whew. Yeah, you.
And then it comes to my turn.
Yes, and then it comes to your turn. He is fighting, like the palm down, fighting against Johannes, shocked at the strength that he is exuding. To then suddenly be hit from behind, multiple hits, the necrotic burn is seeping into his skin, barely turning around just fast enough as you now prepare your actual turn.
Yes, which is going to be another attack against him with my rapier.
All right, go ahead and roll for the attack.
Okay, well, that was a nat 1.
Uh-oh.
It's a good thing you have 2 layers of advantage.
I have been
this. Oh, right, I have advantage.
You have advantage, but nat 1 is still a nat 1. You're still going to have to roll on that failure chart.
Yeah. Which I did. It was a 13.
Man.
And then
damn it.
I'm going to assume a 17 does not hit. If a 16 didn't hit before and he upped his AC by 1.
Yes, that's correct. It does not hit.
Okay.
It does not hit, and also you go to strike, and you are distracted as you feel something on your face like change and shift. You don't know if it's just like something that he's casting in the moment, but you go to strike and you still end up missing anyway. And as you bring the blade back, you feel something thick and bushy that has now appeared on your face. The rest of you see that Set has now sprout this like extremely well maintained handlebar mustache that spreads out like several inches.
Okay. I didn't picture it, but you know.
God forbid it be one of the
Can
natural
rock it.
one rolls that, like, you know, damages you or does something to impede you. No, you get the one where you grow a friggin' mustache.
Break your leg.
Wow, real helpful for me.
It wasn't the roll where all enemies get instantly healed.
Nope, that's on a different chart completely.
Cool. Yeah, that is all I can do. So.
Okay. That means, Johannes, it is your turn. You have
Bring us home,
successfully thrown off the grab of this creature.
All right. I guess since I deflected his attack, I am checking to see if I can do anything else. Not really. I got a cool. Yeah, I'm gonna attack him. I'm just gonna swing with my scimitar
Makes
again.
sense.
And I'd still have advantage, right?
Mhm.
All right. 23.
23 will hit.
Let me make sure though. Yeah, that's still. Yeah, the other one was a 5. All right. 1d6 plus 4. Ooh, 10 damage from that. And then would I get sneak attack?
Yeah, because you have advantage.
It's 28 damage. Just spin it. Could I maybe I probably how tall is he? Cuz I'd like to swing towards like the
He's
snake.
like 7 or 8 feet tall.
Oh, never mind then. I don't think I would be able to. If I
You're
could,
gonna
if I
have to
can
sell
aim,
that free if you want to add
if
the
I can
leaves.
aim for the snake part that's coming out of the arm, that would probably be lower to the ground. I would do that, but
But
if
the snake head is coming out of his mouth.
Yes.
yeah, but
The,
isn't the
the
tail
arm
coming out of the?
he tossed away.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
thought
now
there was like a
there's now a
tendrily-
tail. There's now a snake tail appendage where the arm was.
Yeah, that's where I
Oh,
wanted.
okay.
That's where I wanted to aim if I could, but I don't
Gotcha.
know how low to the ground it is. Otherwise, I'll just hack away at his ankles.
Yeah. If you're looking at him like he's a Max Steel figure, you know, he's got a regular arm here. He's got a giant snake tail where his right arm would be, and then the lion mouth, which has been like ripped open, and now a snake head is poking out of it.
Cool.
But the legs are normal.
Something's got to be.
Something's gotta be normal about this guy.
All right. Well, yeah.
All right.
She takes
So
28 damage, and
you
I
got
end my
your
turn.
attack and your 28 damage. Yep.
That's it. That's the end of my turn. Yeah.
It's up to Chris now.
Chris,
Okay.
is your turn.
All right. Let's see what damage I can do. There's no more talk. I don't even think you can. So let's put you out of your misery. With a natural 20.
Like
That hits.
actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just continuing the thing, but yeah, it was actually a natural 20.
I'm looking at it right now. 20 plus 8 to hit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna go ahead and press that other button now.
Marshall, on the 2% chance that you're watching this, because I know you're busy right now, If you want to take over for being the DM again, that's cool with me. If you want to just like,
I'm honestly scared of what this next encounter is gonna be like, because if
if
we
you
are
want to just like
bursting this,
trade babysitting positions, you know, we can swap out.
if we're bursting this down, I'm scared of what Dylan's gonna throw at us.
They're just bullying my special monsters relentlessly.
It's fine. It's just a 12 damage, which is with the crit and everything. That's 12 damage total.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm gonna hit him with the smite.
Yeah. There you go. Follow it up with smite.
Yeah,
The divine
honestly, the way that D&D Beyond does crit damage is not my favorite.
Sure.
But
It's new, right? I don't remember doing that before.
I think
yeah,
it's like a newer thing that.
It has to be. Like the button was glowing blue. That's new for
Yeah.
me. Granted, I've been out of the game for like fucking 4 years now. But right, so that's 9. So it's a total of 21.
21 total.
Is he up for another?
He's gonna have to be.
Right,
'Cause I
here
know
we
you're gonna
go.
attack twice. I know.
I am. I'm
what
just
you're
making
gonna
sure
do.
that he's still alive for another one. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
so real quick, he healed 48 damage.
Yeah.
58 if you include the additional 10 that he did.
Yep.
Before Chris's
Someone
second
took out
attack,
like 30
we
We're
have
not,
dealt,
yeah, we're not at
we
the
have
end of
dealt
this round.
82 damage.
Yeah, we're not at the end of this round. You've completely subsumed the
Yeah,
that
82,
damage
and
here.
I missed, so I didn't even deal any damage this turn.
No, I clearly under like that's something where I would definitely, if I were to like reuse this character or this character archetype in the future, I would need to severely buff that healing factor. Because I
Yeah.
thought that was like a pretty decent
Or
buff
make him
on his
attack
end.
us.
And it's
Or
yeah.
we got
What did he roll,
so
like,
much damage in
12?
early. We don't have no
12?
ramp up time. We're just like immediately like bap bap bap, and he had to take a couple turns to charge up his moves.
Yeah.
23 for the other one. Let me just double check. I'll take a 26 to hit on that one.
That's still gonna hit.
All right, and just good old regular short sword damage with an 8. Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy, huh?
It's 29 damage in one good old turn.
Bringing up to a total of, I believe, 90 damage in this turn. If I was doing my math correct.
Do you yield?
Do you yield?
All right. Back at the top of the round.
Silva. Do more witch bolt damage.
Silva still has the connection. She hasn't had her concentration broken. So she gets to just do 1d12 damage. Doesn't have to roll for it again. Just does the 1d12.
Still connected.
Gets a 10.
Oh man.
I was very clear coming into this. It was like, because I confirmed with Marshall they wanted me to control Silva for this. And he was like, she's the tank. She's gonna be the tank. And I was very much like, I'm gonna play her as aggressively as possible. And that is exactly what's happening.
All right. For anyone curious out there, Silva's the fairy.
Yes.
Who is the tank?
The fairy wizard, mind you.
Fairy wizard bard
Yes.
is the tank.
But also hasn't had to really tank any damage because I can't seem to get any to stick on y'all. What am I gonna
To
do
be
about
fair,
that?
I took 6 points of actual damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got a scratch somewhere on me.
You gotta, yeah, but you gotta
You're-
look for it though. You know, that's the thing. You
Yeah.
kind of,
You're
Chris is like
also
looking
the
around,
only
like I know
one.
I got hit somewhere. Where did I get?
I'm trying to
Like
show it off.
checking under
There's
the
this
armor,
cool
like,
scar somewhere. There's a snake guy. I swear. Hold on.
If I don't get at least one cool scar to show off later, like, was it even worth it? You know?
Did it even happen?
Did it even happen? Okay, so Silva maintains the connection, sends another charge. Just pure determination in her eyes. It's gonna be the end of her turn, and we're gonna go to Leo. The snake head looks to you all, and says, "Enough. And it is going to, as always, I want to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. I am. Beautiful. The druidic snake within him is going to cast Wall of Fire.
Oh.
Okay.
A wall of fire.
Just sit with that
A
sentence
wall
for a
of
bit.
fire.
Just think about that.
Druidic snake, huh?
So it is going to create a wall of fire. And that is just going to be placed down. Let's see here.
I
5, 10,
fell
15,
into a
20,
burning
25,
wall
30,
of fire.
35, 40, 45, 50. Just something like that. Technically, you can go up to 60, but I'm going to do 50 feet. A wall of fire springs up, immediately enveloping you in its flames. Johannes, you are out of its range.
Oh, let's go.
But I do need Silva, Chris, and Seth to all make dexterity saving throws.
Adding on the plus.
25.
Oof. I have a total of 11.
All right, what was everybody's numbers again?
Mine was a total of 11.
11. Set, what'd you get?
25.
25. So Set, you save. Silva and Chris fail. So this
And
deals.
so we got the +3 as well, correct? Just want to be sure.
Yeah, I gave Silva the +3. Unfortunately, it was not enough.
Same.
So that's gonna be 5d8 fire damage.
What was the worst part when you got to do one by one? Because it just mounts the tension.
All right, Chris and Silva, you take 26 fire damage.
So I take 13.
Set takes 13. That totally wipes out the temp HP for Silva. He's still got a pretty good amount on her.
I bet you Silva's health is probably better than mine.
I think so, because she hasn't really been attacked.
I just meant in general. Like, I think she has more health points than I do.
Yeah, she might. She's very stocky. Okay. So yeah. 6 to Kristen Silva, and then 13. So that wall of fire is now in place. And I just gotta make sure I don't have anything else I'm missing here. Okay. So this is important. The wall. So I've got it represented here. You can see it's covering the full squares. So, it doesn't actually. It's not 5 feet thick. Wall of fire is about a foot thick. So it's damaging you on this turn. And as long as you are in the same space as it, it's going to,
It's if you end your turn in that space, right?
Yeah, so like I can select that side of the wall when a creature ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall itself.
Oh.
And it is 10 feet. Okay. So that's going to end Leo's turn. He has put that wall up. He is going to seven, so he gets 7 hit points back. Okay, and that is the end of Leo's turn. Set, is now your turn, Johannes on deck.
Yes. So I'm going to move here. Just kind of circling around.
Okay, so you're moving through the wall.
Well, so if I start here, so what is the rule for moving through an enemy space?
Through an enemy's space specifically?
Yeah, like if I were to go here, then here.
You'll still
It's also difficult terrain.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain, but also you are going... Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to move through Leo's space. And you'll still be going through that wall when you move through that.
And that causes damage.
Yes, a creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
Mm.
Well, but I was already in the wall. So I wouldn't have been entering it for the first time.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because you were already within the wall initially for it to give damage.
Yeah.
Now you are moving. You're essentially continuing through.
Yeah, so 10, 20, 30. I can move down there, even through difficult terrain.
I believe when it comes to moving through the enemy, because that's the other thing that's happening here.
Yeah.
They need to be at least 2 times larger than you or 2 times smaller.
Mm-hmm.
What is your height?
They wouldn't be 2 times because they would have to be like 10 plus feet.
Right. Yeah, you're 5'6", so they would have to be 11.
Yeah, they would have to be 11 feet. So with the movement that I would be doing, it would be going into Chris's space because they're an ally. I can move through their space.
Yes.
And then down and down.
Yep, that is the way that you would be able to do it.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right, I do that, and then I will attack with my rapier. Still get advantage.
Yes.
That is a 23.
23 hits.
Roll damage. So that is 9 points of damage from the rapier, 6 points of sneak attack damage, so 15 normal damage,
15, okay.
plus 4 necrotic damage. So a total of 19 damage.
Okay. He is looking. You continue to slash into him. It has just been hit after hit after hit. The fire does not deter you. You see a flicker of fear across the snake's face as it expected that by throwing up this wall of fire, it was going to be able to impede everyone's progress for a moment. But you, just completely undeterred, you rush through, sidestep with Chris, and bring yourself around to the other side, slash into it, and you can see like the fear beginning to emerge in its face as the body of Leo continues to take these blows, and old wounds begin to reopen just from the force of your attack as you slash into it. He's looking very bloodied.
Cool. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Johannes, your turn.
Okay. I'm still outside of the wall of fire.
Yes, you are. Yep, you are safe.
I'm A-okay. I'm okay to swing away.
Still with advantage.
Yep, still within the aura. We got auras on auras on auras.
So many buffs.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Let's go.
Yeah, I absolutely should have boosted this guy's AC.
So that is 9 plus sneak attack. Just not as strong. 17 total damage this time. I'm just like wailing away at him with my scimitar.
Yeah, you slash away with the scimitar. Once again, Leo almost shifts down as if he's going to fall down onto one knee. But this time, he's not able to bring himself back up, so he does. The knee kind of slams down into the ground. The breathing horrible and ragged. The snake head like wildly whipping around trying to find you. The tail arm thrashing about. It's just this horrible, awful sight.
All right. With the horrible visions in my mind, I will end my turn.
All right. Chris, it is now your
Hello.
turn.
All
You
right.
now have a wall of fire up in front of you. You can hardly even see Leo or anything that's happening on the other side. All you've seen is that Set has sort of like very gracefully stepped up into your position, spun past you, and just whisked themselves through the flames over to the other side.
All while sporting a spruce mustache not even singed. Marvelous. Okay, I'm going to take a page out of that book and just sidestep a little bit.
Leo turns and locks eyes with you. The snake head, this horrible and gorged snake head, fangs dripping with venom, looking down at you. Who are you? What is this?
I'm your downfall, and you better be watching. Got one more smite, and it's got your name on it, buddy. It's an 18, but we'll go with the 18. Is an 18 good?
18 misses.
All right.
So the AC was originally 18. And then after the 3 breaths, it was increased to a 19.
See, I thought it was a 17 to start. Okay, well, let's go one more time. That's a 16, which will do it. All right, he lives again. 16 is the highest.
All right, you try to attempt to strike true, but unfortunately, you end up missing. This Leo or the snake inside Leo, whatever it is, this thing is it is up to your game. It is wise to your tricks and manages to just like narrowly dodge your attacks as you're swiping.
Making it fun for the crowd, I see. Very well. Then let's make a spectacular finish. All done.
All right. We return back to the top of the round. Silva is going to once again. She has been maintaining the lightning arcing through the fire sort of whipping in around it. She is having difficulty seeing Leo through the fire, the commotion through it, but she's concentrating as hard as she can to make it work. There is something like, there's this almost like natural instinctual fear about this, that with everything that you have all just been told, everything that's happening with the Fey Court, there's this very real like impulsive thought going through her of just like, this thing needs to die. We can ask questions about later about like why Set knows them, like what the connection is there. Doesn't matter. This thing needs to die now. That is an 11 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And now it is Leo's turn. The snake looking down on you.
Fire damage for staying in there? I don't know how it works with flight.
Oh gosh, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, she would not do that. She would use her movement. She's smart. She would use her movement to move to make sure that she is beyond that 10-foot range, while still keeping Leo within her sights. So she also she like sidesteps, like a side strafe through the fire, bursts through, comes out to the other side, repositions herself, keeps the lightning connected. And but she is going to be out of your aura now. She's no longer within your aura of protection.
No, because the aura moves with.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, the aura
It does. Yeah, make sure to move your ring so that we can see. Yep.
I was the one that made
forgot
it,
to do
so I
that.
needed to move it.
Okay. Yes. So now that you have moved the ring,
So
has
you're
moved as
not
well.
moving this entire fight. It's like it doesn't matter.
Yep. So she technically still be protected. Okay. Great. We love it. We love all that. Okay. I hope y'all
None of
are
your
having
wily
fun.
tricks here.
I hope y'all are having fun. I hope
Oh, it's a blast.
This is a fun fight.
This is great. I finally get to show off my character.
Yeah. Okay. It is now Leo's turn. The snake looking down upon you, Chris, is just. This has gone past the goal to kill. It has gone past the need to survive. It is now the inhuman bloodlust. Just the urge to kill the thing in front of it outright. The head lurches further out of the body, and it is going to attempt to clamp down on your head.
Ooh.
I will make an attack of opportunity against it when it does that.
Go ahead and do so.
22.
22 will hit. Go and roll that damage.
So that is 10 damage plus 2 necrotic, so 12 points of damage.
Okay. Takes the damage, so focused in on its anger. You see the blood spurt, but it keeps moving forward with purpose. That is a 19 to hit.
It does.
On Chris. Okay. The mouth of the snake reaches down and just completely engulfs Chris's head. And the fangs, fully protruded outward, sink down into the collarbone. You are going to take a lot of D12 associated stuff with this. 9. So 12 points of damage from the bite.
Yeah.
Then you feel immense, rapid heat as the snake breathes fire outward while it has you in its mouth.
Oh.
Hardcore.
So that's going to be an additional 14 points of fire damage that you take.
Got it.
And because the fangs sunk into you, you're also going to get a nice clean 4 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
And you now have the poisoned condition.
All right. You know what? This is turnabout is fair play. I hit you with a couple divine smites. You poison breathe fire down my throat. It's a game we play.
Mm-hmm. A little tit for tat.
I don't know.
Oh, you.
I'll get you next
I'm
time.
in immense pain.
Oh, those kids. It's not gonna do anything for its bonus action because it is too busy macking on your head. Wait, is my tail attack? Did I make that an action or a bonus action? Did I? I made that an action. See, that's another thing where I could have been smarter about it. I made that an action instead.
Oh.
Oops. Okay.
You
so
fool.
We won't get that in there. I'm playing honestly here. Okay. Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of Leo's turn. Set. It is now your turn. You have just watched.
I want to confirm. Am I incapacitated?
You
Poisoned.
are poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only condition. You are not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't been like fully paralyzed. You have not been incapacitated. You are just poisoned. Currently
Yeah,
in
or
the
it goes
creature's
away
mouth.
if I'm incapacitated. That's why I wanted to double check.
Yes. Great.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Set. It is now your turn. You see as the snake just like latches down onto Chris's head, and then just like this stream of bluish red fire that just like bursts out of the sides. You hear the cries from within. It is now your turn.
Yeah, just taking my rapier and just jamming it in there.
Whereabouts are you jamming it in there?
Well, so he's like, I'm stabbing like towards like the base where it's still like in the body where I wouldn't be hitting. I wouldn't be stabbing through where like
Right.
Chris is in the
That's what
mouth.
I'm curious about is like, because the head has extended out of Leo's mouth a bit, so I wasn't sure if you were gonna like go for the base of the snake's head up above, or if you're gonna like shish kebab the whole deal.
No,
Like-
the base of the actual where it's coming out of.
Yeah. Okay.
This
okay.
is for calling me a weirdo. Stab.
21.
Okay, 21 will hit. Yep.
It does hit me too, if you know.
So that's 7. Additional 10 from sneak attack,
Okay.
and 1 point of necrotic
Oh
damage.
shoot! Hold on, 1 sec. I'm sorry. I got to roll for concentration.
That's true. Yep. If you've been directly attacked, this is what would break your concentration, if anything.
I do apologize. It's been quite a while. What do I do for that? Is it just wisdom?
That is.
It's a Constitution saving throw, right?
It's a Constitution. Yep.
Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Okay.
Did you get plus 3?
Well,
too?
that's a natural 20 on that saves throw. So all good. He's still glowing.
He's so cracked. two in one session.
It's
Dylan's so pissed.
it's recorded too. I'm not even making these up.
This is what this character is. Like Chris, you all gotta think too as your characters. Like this is your first time like fighting with this guy. You see him head completely submerged in the mouth of this giant snake creature, which has breathed fire on him. He is somehow still alive, and you see the arms that at first are like, grasping at the snake's head in a impossible level of concentration where the arms come away and he reverts them out and keeps the aura going as he is actively being like swallowed by this snake.
I just picture that we hear muffled laughter coming from within the snake.
It starts small, but just like increases and gets louder and louder.
The faint opening strings of "I'm Still Standing"
Yeah,
in the background.
Yeah, that's it for my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Johannes with Chris on deck.
All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna swing that scimitar. And I still have advantage.
Yes, you do. That aura is still up somehow.
21.
21 will hit.
All right, here we go.
21?
21.
That is.
That's number one.
20 damage total with the sneak attack.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's very bloodied.
Just gonna keep hacking away at him.
Just imagine if it was every attack that got hex damage.
Dude. Oh, it'd be done. We'd have been done like 2 rounds ago. No, he is very, very low.
All right. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Chris, your head, you're not like fully grappled per se, but you can feel like, most of your body is still freely able to move. But you are staring into the gullet of this thing. It is dark. You feel fire come down on you instinctively. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes shut. You feel the heat, the burning sensation, the hair. Something sinking, a prick of pain, and something is sinking into your bone structure here, right at the collar. All your concentration, keeping the aura. You're still alive. Despite everything, you're still alive. What do you do?
My God has allowed me to live another day, and that's going to be your problem. I want to hit him. But the question is, advantage or dis?
It would be a flat roll because the advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right, but do I have disadvantage? I know where he is.
No, you're poisoned, so you have disadvantage on all
Yes.
your
Oh,
attacks.
is that how that
Yes.
works?
Yeah, it's specifically because of the poison.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 sec. I might be able to take care of that.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Explain.
Excuse me.
There we go.
Explain.
Explain yourself.
Show your homework.
Sure. Bonus
Sure.
action: lay on hands, purify poison.
Get wrecked, Dylan.
I'm so sorry.
However, I will say in Dylan's favor, this does use my bonus action, so I cannot use smite.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's
Oh, the old dogs are at Gil's door. Creature.
I thought the poison was just you
Bring it
take
to
poison
store
damage.
in a
I was
moment.
just
You can
gonna
also
tank
expend 5
that.
hits to remove the. You can also expend 5 hit points from the pool of healing power to remove the poisoned condition from the creature. I somehow missed that when I was creating this creature.
When Johannes was about to get poisoned the first time, I was like, oh cool, I can take care of that
I
later.
can finally do this.
Also, when I was reviewing this with my coworker at lunch and looking over Chris's character sheet, I still managed to miss that aspect of lay on hands.
Yay.
What's even funny, when I talked to my
Hooray.
coworker about, hey, check out this new character, he's like, purify poison never comes in handy. Get rid of that. Like, nah, at worst, it's a waste of
Never
At
gonna
best, I'm
happen.
healing somebody.
It's never
Yeah,
gonna
right.
happen.
He's like, oh man, dwarfs are just immune to poison. It's like, well, they're not dwarfs, so it's fine.
Once in a lifetime.
So yes, I would like to bonus action,
Ain't
lay
no
on hands,
thing.
purify poison.
Yep, you lay on hands. I don't know. You can describe how if you just like give yourself like a nice self hug or how you go about doing that.
Well, I'm going to say I know for a fact that there are eyes on me. In some capacity, someone's watching.
Eyes on the
I'm gonna
inside.
take the hands that are so hard, like concentrating, and go like, just.
You eradicate the poison that was beginning to seep through your body, and it causes the snake to like forcefully retract its fangs from you as it feels the effects of that eradication like seeping into its fangs.
Let's go for an attack
All right, go ahead and roll for the attack.
with advantage now. That'd be 22.
22 to hit, that hits.
I believe.
Regular old 11 damage for attack number 1.
Okay.
And let's go for attack number 2,
Oh, go ahead and roll.
which will be another nat 20.
How is it happening? Just retire, Dylan, honestly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Crusader, you're a paladin.
Oh my god.
I'll go make another character because I don't think this. Let's bring the banner back. He was fine.
Oh man.
You try to hit the blue button now.
Yeah,
All right.
hit that blue button, champ.
All right. That's
Damn.
14.
So 25 total.
25 total.
Between the 2 attacks.
Yeah, how does it do the crit?
Yeah,
It
sorry.
just rolls
So
your
you did-
damage die
Yeah,
twice.
because you did 11 damage initially.
Yeah, okay.
That was the
That's
first
how I thought
attack.
I did it.
So your
Which is
second
how we
attack,
do it anyways, right?
second attack, you rolled a nat 20 on. So what was the damage again on that?
Oh, that one. One sec. Hold on, I lost it.
14.
Thank you. I was looking up any other shenanigans I might be able to pull off, but I think
Mhm.
that's it. Yes, that was 14 on that. Yeah.
Chris, with the snake's mouth, the jaws still engulfed over your head, how do you finish the fight?
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to lop its neck off so that it's still on me, but the body falls off.
I had a feeling.
Oh
You
my
all
gosh.
watch. You all see a sudden spark of fear in the snake's eyes, the pupils dilating back further than you would think possible, as Chris, sword drawn, grabs onto one side of the snake's face, and with the sword in hand, swing in a wide arc, slices through the neck, a clean cut, slicing through, blood spurts everywhere. The wall of fire next to you disintegrating as the blood washes over it like rain. Slicing through, stumbling back just a bit, the jaws and the head of the snake still attached, as the rest of the body becomes instantly heavier. Falling back, it collapses into the rock structure next to the pool of water. Johannes, this enormous fur-covered figure, this lion-like figure, slamming down into the ground, the headless body crashing into the pool beside you. Blood pouring out into the pool, dyeing it completely red. As Leo, the shifter of bloodlust, falls and is no more. Chris, you still have a giant snake head on top of your head.
Do you need some?
Silva says, "Oh my God! For God's sakes, we gotta get that off of him."
I'll help try to like push it up.
Silva and Johannes kind of go join together to kind of lift it off of him. It's like 15, 20-pound snake head. They're trying to like pull it off, set it aside. You see Chris's face, burns all covering his face and his neck, down through his neck. The hair is like horribly matted and singed in several places. Likely going to scar up in a few spots all along the head there. But just like the widest smile, the biggest grin on his face as the snake head is just like peeled away.
As it comes off, I would love to give everyone big old group hug.
Oh,
What
what the hell was that?
you get Silva and Johannes in that. While they were trying to take the head off, Set was checking Leo's body.
I'll take it.
Just giving it another once over, making sure that there's there's not a phase 3. That it's looks over the body, checking also for stuff on them to see if there's missives or anything like that.
All right, go ahead and make a full investigation check for me.
Yeah. Are you shitting me?
Can I make one too?
Hang on, I want to hear the result of this.
Yeah. Okay.
A 40 on the D100.
Yes! I at least get one thing on the way out.
He still has a mustache. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, how long does that mustache?
Oh,
last?
damn, that's good. That's good. Oh, because you may never... I don't know if you'll... It hasn't come up in a while, so I don't know if you'll ever even, like, think to look for this again. Ooh. That's interesting.
Ominous.
I'm sorry?
Okay. Yeah. You go to look through what little bits of like clothing that he's still wearing, the kind of like the shawl, like the druidic wear that he had on previously, but you don't find any notes, any items, any identifying information on him whatsoever. The body itself, at least, is completely unmoving. You feel for a heartbeat. You're not able to locate one. You think for a second. Gods. You search for the snake's body within Leo and see if that has a heartbeat, and still don't find one there. Nothing is moving. It appears to be completely immobile now. But you can definitely feel where parts of the ribs and the vertebrae had been swapped out, and instead of bone, it appears to be some sort of like metal bracing or like a caging inside of the body. But this thing is dead. It is no more.
I will. You said it fell into like this pool.
It's like half fallen into the pool of water now.
Secondary question: the difficult terrain.
Yes.
That is still in place.
Yes, still in place.
The firewall is not.
The firewall has been extinguished.
Okay. I would like to work on like dragging the body over to like this area, like the opening over here.
All right. Do you ask anyone for assistance in doing that? Because it'll take you a minute just by yourself. He's a big beefy boy.
I look over. Have they gotten the snake head off of?
We're just cheering.
Chris?
Yeah. By this point, I would say yes, they have.
I'd be like, Chris, Johannes, are either of you able to help me move this guy?
Oh, yeah.
We should defer a
course.
trophy for the wall. I was gonna opt for the head personally, but okay.
No. You could keep the. Actually, I would rather you not keep that either. Once we drag it out to that open area, I am actually going to say, all right, step back, everyone. And I will cast Create Bonfire.
Okay.
And I will burn the body.
All right. You elect to immolate the remains. The fire burns up into the air. This red haze that was around you, it seems to intensify as you burn off the carcass, but eventually begins to sort of simmer away. There is now the sounds of battle and thrashing have been replaced with this very eerie silence, as there is no one else around you. The grove around you is completely silent, just this field of bloodshed and ruin that exists.
And in that silence, I will kneel down next to the bonfire, and I will channel my medium ability to focus on the soul of Leo themselves and try to guide just Leo as they were, as I knew them, on.
Make a medium check for me.
It's a 14.
Okay. You reach in and search, and after searching, you believe you have found a thread, a vibration amongst the rhythm that extends beyond this plane. And when you locate it, it recognizes you. And it is warmer and softer. You see, standing beside the fire, almost only visible when the flame reaches out. This shimmering figure, a lean build, strong face, eyes of warmth, looking down upon the body before it looks to you. And in a voice only you can hear, it says, "You know who did this to me."
And they will pay dearly for it.
See to it that this can never happen again.
I vow that to you.
Thank you, Seven. And the figure slowly vanishes, their spirit becoming particles that intertwine the air before disappearing up into the illusionary stars above. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
I gotta find out what's going on. You're getting grilled next time.
A seemingly successful fight against a ferocious, powerful, nearly impossible enemy, despite all odds, narrowly clutching victory from the jaws of defeat.
I mean, in our defense, we had like many fights in a row that were like disastrous and went very poorly, and multiple people almost died at every single combat encounter. So getting a win is pretty nice.
But here we
I don't know
are.
what you're talking about. I'm at 100% accuracy.
We're all taking W's here.
I remember that Wizard's Tower, and like that was hell on earth for the longest time.
It sure was. But that is where we shall leave it. When we return next, our group here in this grove is most certainly going to have to figure out what they do from here, as they have been presented with a lot of information, but also at a point when it seemed like things were clear, a lot more questions have now been raised. So we shall see what they do with that next time here on Dragonmark Symphony. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for playing, and we will see you next time.
See
Farewell.
ya.